With game one against the Giants in the horizon, the Commanders seem to be ready, set to go against their division rival. But before we get to game one, we do have the closing statements from the franchise, the leader, Jayden Daniels. I'm your host, Aziel Mejia, with Commanders Digest, reporting everything all Washington Commanders offseason, regular season, anything in between. So if you want to be caught up to date, everything Commanders, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Yes, we went from counting down the months to the weeks to the days and now to the hours. I don't like dating my videos, but who cares? Football is right around the corner. We're less than 58 hours away from game one. Commanders v Giants is great to see. And just if there wasn't already a lot of pressure for game one, division rivals right there. This game is gonna matter. Doesn't people are gonna say, oh, it's game one. Game one against a division rival is going to matter towards the end when it comes to the standings on which teams beat who, and then also playoffs, hopefully. But this is going to be an intense game off the first. Like I said, division rivals, they're going to depend. The standings are going to matter. The standings are going to look from this game. This game is going to matter towards the end of the season, who wins it, who doesn't. So off the first snap, you know it's going to be high intense action. And we have some closing statements from the leader, like I said, JD5, Jayden Daniels, and it's just some great things I'm pretty sure fans are going to agree with on what they want from their leader, what they expect from him, specific players, and the attitude from the team in general heading into the regular season. I got the quotes. I've done the research for you, believe it or not, so you don't have to. We're going to be breaking it down. But before we do that, if you're a new watcher, new viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button because, like I said in the intro, we're going to be covering every single regular season game. So whether that be wins, losses, draws, we're going to be covering hopefully a lot more wins than losses. But if you're new here, subscribe. Now, if you're a returning viewer, make sure you are subscribed because 87.5 of y'all who are watching the videos are not subscribed, which is crazy because you can legit subscribe while you're watching the videos. It's that easy. And just one last announcement right here. Digest Media is hiring. You can join the team today. Links will be in the description. If you don't know what Digest Media is a media company that covers all 4 major sports leagues in North America, whether that be NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL. Digest Media probably has a channel on it. You can legit Google Digest Media. You'll see a list of different channels they have. So if you watch any of these other sports league, Digest Media probably has a channel on it, not just Commanders Digest. So yeah, if you ever wanted to join the ever revolving world of sports media, whether that be a content creator, whether that be a sports writer, whether that be a storyteller, Digest Media is where it's at. They gave me my first shot in the world of sports media, and look where we're at. Look at the numbers. The numbers have been numbering. We started from absolute zero. Everything was at zero, from 0 views to 0 subscribers, and they gave me the resources. They gave me the keys. They're like, here, do your thing. I want to support you any way we can, whether that be content ideas, whether that be scripts, whether that be thumbnails. They've helped me. Look at the numbers. We have been running it up. If you know, you know. So all thanks to Digest Media. Like I said, if you ever want to just get started in sports media, Digest Media is where it's at, and we can't wait for you to join the team. But back to the video. Like I said, why you clicked it. JD5, he did have some closing statements, looking to be his last public speaking press conference before game one, and it's like I said, just a lot of great things you want to hear from a leader. We're gonna go right into it right here. Let me see. There we go. All these quotes are from Jayden Daniels. This first one specifically, they asked him if he has certain goals or individual accolades he wants to hit, and all he cares about is winning, which is great to see. This is what he has to say. I'm going out there trying to be the best version of myself. I don't really look at individual accolades. If we're winning games, those come hopefully. So I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to win. W quote from the leader, from JD5. He understands individual accolades don't really matter as much as people think, because if you win the games, those accolades will come, because you don't want to have a guy who just, especially your leader, to be self-centered. Oh, I want to hit this amount of touchdowns. I want to hit this amount of yards. I want to be touchdown leader. I want to have the most yards of all quarterbacks. I want to be, no, that doesn't matter. You play good, you win the games, those accolades are going to come naturally. Because if you're going for those individual stats, you're just going to be forcing stuff. You're going to be forcing touchdowns. You're going to be forcing passes. And you never want to see that, because then that leads to what's more likely going to happen. That's going to lead more to turnovers, because you're not letting it flow naturally. In order to be the best version of yourself, you can't be thinking like that. You can't be self-centered. And it's just great to see. And I forgot to add this quote. This is my fault. My inexperience is showing, but he clocked me essentially, because throughout the whole offseason, I was talking about, what they had to do to replicate the success, replicate. And he actually JD5 actually spoke on it that he's not trying to copy what he did last season. He's trying to grow on it. I was like, dang, he really clocked me on it. But yes, not replicate the success, grow on it, and then hopefully to do better, maybe win some more games, maybe hit a ball, you never know. So it's just great to see that Jayden Daniels has a great head on his shoulders. He knows what he has to do. The main focus is to win games. Those individual accolades will come after. The second quote we have, my fault, I should have prefaced as a Fat Daddy quote. Read along, read if you want, but I'm gonna read it for you. Just basically giving advice to one of the newest members of the team, first round pick of this year's draft, Josh Conley Jr. And what could we expect from him? This is what Jayden Daniels had to say about him. People are going to try to go after him and see what he's made of, rightfully so, because you got a more experienced guy with T, Laremy Tunsil, on the other side. So everybody wants to see what's the rookie's about. But that's kind of just why I told him, just go out there, have fun, be free, have fun, but just know at the end of the day, people are going to try to come after you, try to expose you, because they know it's your first time, your first one, and they might not think you're ready, but I know he is. Another W quote from the leader, JD5, just giving confidence. Like I said, first round pick of this year's draft, Josh Conley Jr. JD5 was in his, different position, but similar shoes, nervous, got the jitters. It's not going to be a smooth transition from college to the NFL. I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with that. So he just giving confidence, praising public, like I said, on a public press conference, praising Josh Conley Jr. that he knows he's ready to take on the challenge. Because if you've seen our last video, go watch it if you haven't after this one. We covered the depth chart, our first look, and it has Josh Conley Jr. as the second string. And they made some changes. Now he's the first string at the right tackle position, I believe. So it's just great to see that he's already gonna start. And from an opponent standpoint, who obviously at the end of the day is a no-brainer. Who would you rather go against, quote unquote? Would you rather take the side? Would you rather go the side of the more experienced, one of the best offensive linemen, and Laremy Tunsil, or would you rather go against the rookie? It's just self-explanatory right there. But obviously, we talked about Josh Conley Jr. a ton throughout the offseason. There's a reason why he went first round, because he was one of the best offensive linemen coming out of college. And just look at that fortress he have. Josh Conley Jr. on one side, Laremy Tunsil on the other. But it's just great to see Jayden Daniels giving him praise and just let the motions pass by. Don't push so much pressure. And it's the same thing that we just said about JD5. Don't force things to happen. It's gonna just play your regular game. Play how you got. How do I say this? Play exactly how you were before you got here, because that's what got you there. Just play your own game. That's what got you to the league. So it's just great to see JD5 giving that praise to the young guys. Our final quote from JD5 is essentially building off the last one, him specifically talking about the biggest area of growth they've had in the offseason. And he's had this to say: we added more veteran experience. We got guys last year that were with head coach DQ, Dan Quinn, and we kind of know the standard and how we want to play. And we could tell that people have brought in. There we go. Not brought in, but bought in. Basically, talking about the biggest area of growth. Picture right here, getting Deebo Samuel, getting Laremy Tunsil. And it's great to see guys who come from a lot of experience, who know how to win in this league. And we stated it before that last year, it was the second year for a lot of guys. Now you build on the foundation. You're just building and growing, like I said from the beginning, what he talks about. You don't want to replicate the success. You want to build off the growth. And it's just great to see they were able to keep a lot of the same parts, same foundation. And we discussed it before, getting Bobby Wagner back, getting Zach Ertz. We said Deebo Samuel's experienced guys, Laremy Tunsil, Von Miller. That experience is going to play a factor. And we discussed it before that essentially those type of guys who come from a winning culture, guys who know how I played in late season games that matter in December, in January. You're going to want to have those guys, because experience is going to show when it's later in the season, when you don't want, when they going through all, you can say whatever you want. We talk about, they're not playing good. You try playing maybe 6-7 games in a row between practices, and you're not gonna, towards December, January, they don't want to be out there, especially in the cold. So it's just great to see them going out to go get experienced guys, and guys who have experience in this organization. It's just great to see. Leave your last comments. Where do the Commanders, okay, let's put this, what do you think the score will be? Commanders v Giants. Like I said, I am not taking the Giants any lightly. I'm going to take it as any other game. Doesn't matter what happened last season. It doesn't matter what happened in the offseason. Who we got. Going to be taking them. Like I said from the beginning, it's going to be a high intense game because it is a division game. This game is going to matter towards the end of the season when it comes to placement. So you guys comment down below. What do you think the score will look like? Specifically this to this, or maybe 10 points, win, lose by 10. You guys let me know in the comments down below. But if anything breaks within the Commanders atmosphere, you know it'll be covered right here on the channel. I'm Aziel Mejia with Commander Digest, and I'll see you in the next video.